My portfolio is so much down. It is insane. I'm really questioning, is that rally potentially over right now? Or was that just a start and we're taking here a big briefer right now? That is something that we definitely have to talk about today. And I'm gonna show you my portfolio and I'm gonna tell you at what number that was before the drop. And actually, I'm going to tell you first where it was before the drop, and then I show you where it is right now. So if you want to know where we are heading to, because I have evidence found in the chart where we will be actually going next, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you are smashing up the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and also activate the bell to never miss out on these really important updates, even on a Saturday. I mean, never stop. 7 days a week I'm here. Now let's get directly into today's chart here. So here on the 1 hourly chart, I want to point out several things. So first of all, we have seen here Bitcoin creating a new 1 year and 1 month new high. So the last time that we were at that price level was last year in June. So it took over a year for Bitcoin to get back to that level, which is super bullish that we actually got there. So but it took a year to get there, and that shows that there's a lot of strength right now, even though we dropped a little bit now down still in Bitcoin. The only thing that we have to watch now is still this downwards trend line that the price is under right now. So and we can extrapolate that trend line further down. And here's something, just an idea that I got. It's just an idea, you know, it can happen, doesn't have to happen, but it's an idea that might be viable. And that is, I'm going to tell you that in a second. So yeah, so we extrapolate here this downwards trending resistance line. And then we have here a super clear potential continuation pattern, a bearish one, unfortunately, that is here, this ascending triangle. And remember, depending on out of which direction we are going into an ascending triangle, that is normally the direction that we continue to go. So it would be, in that case, to the downside. So now you can take a conservative approach and say, okay, I measure this only from top to bottom, because I think it's an ascending triangle. And then you get a technical target of $29,900 approximately. Or you go the crazy way and say, that might be, I consider that a bear flag, because that's also something that you can do. Say, that is a bear flag. And then we go much lower, once we're breaking down here, to $29,000, so $900 lower. And here I want to point out, guys, if we start to break down from here, that could be a really nice short opportunity to at least $29,900. And you have seen yesterday on the live stream, we were making money together. I might do it again on this video here. 900 there you go. It's a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, 1.2% more or less to the downside, 50x 60%. That would be my trade here. If I lose 15% against 60% profit. That is a risk that would be worth it to me to try that. So, but here 30,260 has to break. That support here right now that the price action is sitting on. Only if we break that, I would take that short, not before. And here now, what I wanted actually to point out is with that trend line, potentially we're here in a bump and run pattern on the upside. Because we have here now our lead-in phase. Here, that would be then the bump, something like this. And then around here, we would get then the retest to the trend line, the throwback to the trend line with the uphill run. And the uphill run would be definitely past $32,000 if that would be playing out like that. Like I'm saying, it doesn't have to. This move here to the downside was quite crazy, and it doesn't have to. So, but also something else that I want to point out here on the 1 hourly chart while we are on it, what I'm seeing, we have an imbalance on the 1 hourly chart that needs to be cleaned to balance out the chart again. Go to yesterday's stream. At the end, I explained what an imbalance is and how you can spot it. Or just check on YouTube. There is a lot of videos that is explaining it. So here, Bitcoin has to come back to clean that. It's like a CME gap. It has to come back. 30,775 all the way up to like $31,000. It has to come back there, but it can, of course, first, and that gives us another nice long opportunity. It has to come first down, in my opinion, to the bottom of the range again, and then it goes up and cleans that, and then we have to see what's going to happen. In the best case scenario, retest up. So that is definitely a viable scenario. And also you can see the stochastic RSI is pointing to the downside on 1 hourly, just touching 60%. So there's definitely more room to go to the downside for Bitcoin right now based on the 1 hourly chart. If you want to trade, do it with me together on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you sign up there, but only with that link. And don't forget, there's also a trading competition coming up. If you join my team in 9 days, you can sign up for this. I'm gonna announce it again when we get closer to it. And you can also copy my trades that I do on BYBIT. I have a copy trading profile if you want to follow my master profile. And also on BingX, there you can also copy my trades, also only with that link here. So in pinned comment below and description below are these links. So now let me tell you what I believe is going to happen here in the short to midterm. For this, I go here to the liquidation heat map on high block capital. So what we can see here, a lot of longs got cleaned in the move here to the downside. Look here, all this here. So these are all shorts that were piled up. So when I go on it, so you see here short 50x, 50x. So these are huge over leveraged short positions right now. So, and we have all the way up here the 25x short positions. So now that we cleaned a lot of the long positions to the downside in that range here from where a lot of people longed from, or even higher longed from. So there were a lot of people that longed from here from 31K because they thought we go now to 32 or even higher. So they got all liquidated on that move down. But it left now a vacuum for a short squeeze to the upside, because now everybody's heavily shorting, and that can definitely lead to a short squeeze to the upside to at least, what price level is this? Yeah, past $32,000, because here the longest two bars here, the blue ones, the dark blue ones, so this is around 32,000. I would say 32,100 ish. So, and that one here is like at 41,400, 500 ish. So there is right now a lot of liquidity to grab to the upside if we move up here. And don't forget, we have also the imbalance on the 1 hourly chart. So that could be in one move that we actually do that in one candle to the upside. And guys, if you want to better understand how to properly trade in these markets, you have seen yesterday in 7 minutes I made $1,000. If you want to understand how I am looking at the charts and learn my strategies that make me every single day money, I can show you that even today I made money. So let me go into my BYBIT account. Closed order. No. What did I trade? What did I trade? Was it DOT? Was it DOT where I made money on and I closed it? Was it? I was trading something today. Yeah, here. That's what I made. So you see here today, in the morning, that was when I was waking up, I made $443 in my morning, So you see, I really know what I'm doing, So if you want to learn directly from me and my team, my strategies and how I navigate in this volatile market, then go to AMCrypto.us. The link is also in the pinned comment below and in the description of the video. There you can buy my courses. For now, unfortunately, you can only pay with crypto, but this will change in the future. But for that reason, if you write me on Instagram a direct message, then I have a special deal for you, but only if you write me on Instagram, guys. So now let's go quick here into the higher time frames for Bitcoin. Here on the weekly chart, I want to point out something really quick, and that is that the volatility oscillator, in my opinion, will still close here above 60, and that we will continue to go up here next week, especially with all these shorts piling up and basically begging for a short squeeze to the upside. And we had not in quite a while a real short squeeze, so it would be really nice to see a proper short squeeze. When we are going into the 4-hourly chart, we are back into our box here, where I said the box is normally a good opportunity to go long, but for now I would wait until this candle is closing to potentially rethink that, because remember, that this could be a waterfall drop. We dropped here, we roll over, and we drop again. So that's why we are waiting now a little bit, because the price action for me has to come back above the EMA ribbon to continue to go into the upside on the 4-hourly chart, and we are clearly under it. The EMA ribbon is contracting. These are all not good signs right now for the Bitcoin price. So, and we have to go back to at least $30,600 to get a shift here. So of course you can risk a long position from here, and then just have a tight stop loss here at the bottom of that range at 30,175 or 170, and don't over leverage yourself. Don't do this with like 25x or something. Take like 5 or 10x just in case, so if it turns against you, your loss is not that big. If it goes up, okay, but right now I would be careful here. Then here on the 12-hourly chart, so we almost broke here this upward sloping support line, and here's something else really important again, guys, that we have to talk about, and that is this bearish divergence. The bearish divergence is not invalidated. It was yesterday invalidated with that crazy move. Or was it before yesterday? No, it was yesterday, yeah. Yes, yesterday. So it was invalidated with that move here on the RSI to the upside. But remember what I told you on the stream, I want this to go higher than this, and it didn't on the RSI. And then it turned on us yesterday in the evening, and also then today. So the bearish divergence is still in play here. And if we lose that line, if we lose it, this upward sloping trend line, and also then here this horizontal line, then the bearish divergence will be playing out, and the target is that imbalance down here that goes from 28,400 all the way up to 28,900-ish, that kind of range. That would be my target. And if we lose that line, that 30K line, they are definitely going to open a short position, a big one, into that imbalance. Because the nice thing about these imbalances is the price normally goes exactly to the dollar, to the bottom of it, or is overshooting. So in Forex, it would go exactly to the cent, to the bottom of the imbalance, but in crypto, it likes to overshoot it in both directions. So if the imbalance is under us, it overshoots to the downside. If the imbalance is over us, it overshoots to the upside. So then here on the 5 minutes chart, so we can see on the VPVR, let me make this a little bit bigger. On the VPVR, we see there has some sort of support formed that we are sitting on, and that is here more or less here at $30,237, and that is basically here the underlying volume profile cluster. But you see here, if we lose that cluster around 30K, if we lose it, there's not much under it anymore to protect us from falling lower. At least on a 5 minutes chart. If I zoom here a little bit to the side, maybe we get a little bit more. Yeah, no. So on the 5 minutes chart, if we lose that, there we go. Let's see how much is under there. Yeah, you see under 30K, it rapidly becomes a cliff, so, and that's why it's so dangerous that we lose the 30K level. So be vigilant over the weekend, guys. There's not a lot of volume, so the market can be pushed in either direction quite easily. If you are trading, have tight stop losses. That's also what I do. And be careful out there. But there are good times ahead, in my opinion, even though my portfolio took a big hit. So that's what I want to show you guys. Look at this here. So that portfolio was up yesterday. Almost 700K almost. So now I'm at 591-ish. So almost 110,000, like 100K down, so it's 100K down. than where it was yesterday, which is crazy, you know. So, but yeah, some days you lose, sometimes you win, you know. So I did not really lose because I did not realize the loss, you know. So that's assets that I'm holding, like Ethereum and a lot of other coins. So I did not really lose something, you know. So I just lost some dollar value, not the coins that I'm holding. So in the long term, it will go up and grow. But you know what I mean. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.